Yeah, Nnamdi KANU and Sunday Igboho live advocates of through federalism, self-determination alone face banditry, terrorism. Afenifere tells Buhari. The pan-Yoruba socio-political group Afenifere has asked President Muhammadu Buhari to stop dissipating energy on hunting advocates for through federalism or self-determination. Ajayi, who was reacting to the president's declaration that the government has discovered sponsors of Sunday Igboho and Nnamdi KANU, said that Afenifere felt that the government should concentrate on putting a stop to banditry and terrorism rather than dissipating energy on helping those who are advocating for true federalism or self-determination. The phenomenon of Sunday Igboho and Nnamdi KANU in terms of desiring their own nations came about as a result of the failure of the Nigerian state to cater adequately for Nigerians. If the insecurity and social dislocation is if this insecurity rather and social dislocation in the country are brought to an end, the agitation for separate nations will fizzle out. Commenting on the 61-year anniversary speech on the president, the group spokesperson said that the government should face reality and tackle the challenges facing the country. Ajayi noted that the picture painted by President Buhari of the Nigerian situation was at variance with what is on the ground. The president claimed that a lot has happened and a lot has been achieved in the last 6 years in infrastructure, social care, governance, Nigeria's image and influence in Africa and the international community, and is against the reality of the ground. There has never been a time in the annals of modern Nigeria that the country's infrastructure was this decadent. Social care absent and the image of the country was so battered. Indeed, the difference between now and in the days of the late Sani Abacha was that the head of state then was wearing khaki, while the present head of a government wears a civilian dress, and there are democratic institutions like the legislature that were absent then. In terms of the country's influence in Africa, how many countries in Africa now respect Nigeria, going by the inhuman treatment Nigerians are subjected to in different parts of the country and of the world, including Africa these days. Afenifere spokesman also recalled on the president to be more sincere and live up his words that his administration will listen to the people, quoting President Buhari, where he said that we shall continue to serve the country, listen to all, and protect our democracy and country. Ajayi said that there are many instances in which the Buhari-led government has shown that the people did not matter. Some instances that can be immediately cited were various court judgments that the government spawned once these judgments are not in its favor, various agreements it reached with trade unions and it failed to honor, and government policies that are the people and also they kicked it against, but the government went ahead or tried to go ahead to impose them. I'm going to read this again to our hearing since there are some mentioned words. Some instances that can be immediately cited were various court judgments that the government spawned once the judgments are not in its favor. Okay, what that simply means is that when judgments of the court are not in this present administration in Buhari's favor or its cohort, various agreements it reached with trade unions and it failed to honor, and government policies that the people kicked against but the government went ahead or tried to go ahead to impose them, even if the court has not deem it fit to make a judgment on that. And meanwhile, for example, the issue of Sunday Igboho and his aides, whereby they were supposed to be released there were remaining two, and when the court has given verdict and final judgment for DSS to release Sunday two remaining Igboho 8, what did they do? What did the DSS do? They did not appear in court. They flaunted or disobeyed court order. According to Ajayi, the greatest area in which the government has failed in recent times is in the area of security. Whatever infrastructure government puts in place, it is only those who are alive and in good condition that can enjoy these things. But how can those who have been killed, kidnapped, or maimed by terrorists enjoy those infrastructures? The president is thrilled to say that his government is putting in place. Afenifere asked President Buhari to do away with impunity, nepotism, be more sincere in its tackling of security challenges in the country, and above all, allow restructuring to take place so that people of Nigeria can sit down and decide on the modality for their continued staying together in a united Nigeria that is truly federal. Yes, we are practicing federalism really, but is it that we are practicing federalism? We are supposed to practice federalism, but we adopt democracy, and we are not practicing federalism. We are not transparent in all our doings. I'll put it as we, but Buhari himself is the or I would say is the mastermind of this genocide and nepotism. Talking to Buhari is just like flogging a dead Fulani cow. Precisely, that's he may not respond, but what he has in mind is what he has in mind. But I would say even if Buhari does not reply, okay. Buhari does not reply, or would not reply because he does not have anything to reply. Because as it is, there's this whole irony of this thing when Nnamdi KANU says we are in the zoo Nigeria, that it's not it's not the Buhari that we voted for in 2015 that is still that Buhari. Because most of the speeches that he's been reading or he has read to us, they are not from Buhari, from his own reading, really. It is, most of the speeches were masterminded, you understand, and that's not Buhari's English. Or better say, those that do right for him, those that write speech for him are the ones, giving us headache in this country. Mr. Buhari is killing an ant with a sledgehammer and fighting the elephant with ordinary cane. Is that not insanity? Is that not incompetency? It's so glaring to the world, to the international world. Like I used to say, he who knows how to do what is best should continue, and he who knows how to, do the evil should continue. Because I believe, come 2023. Let's see what the ICC have in stock for this present administration called Fulani or Buhari administration. Buhari's claim that the British unified Nigerians from all ethnic groups, religions, and regions is historical inaccurate. The British didn't unify ethnic and religious group in Nigeria. They exacerbated our differences and planted the seed of disabling disparity that hold us back, all for their convenience. But we, quickly, sought for independence. Is this how we'll still go, at 61? And we are not growing no infrastructure except for individual businesses that are generating value to Nigeria. Well, I would like you to share your views in the comment section. Thanks for listening, and God bless.